Among millions of diseases in the world, a general and well-known one is cancer. This category includes many forms, but a major one is lung cancer. In the U.S., millions are diagnosed each year, including more of the older population than young adults. Lung cancer is dangerous, but can be prevented, and this is why everyone should be informed about the topic. What are the different types of lung cancer? World of Health explains that there are two different types of lung cancer. Primary cancer starts inside the lungs, while secondary cancer starts somewhere else in the body and spreads to the lungs. How common is lung cancer? In 2008, the World Health Organization estimated that 1.6 million cases of lung cancer come about every year. The World Health Organization continues saying, lung cancer kills more people in the U.S. than any other type of cancer. The health organization goes on to say that out of all cancer deaths, lung cancer accounts for 28%. The World Health Organization states, lung cancer is the leading cause of death from cancer among both men and women in the United States. The World Health Organization states, lung cancer is responsible for more deaths than the combined totals for cancers of the colon, breast, and prostate. Do many people get lung cancer from secondhand smoke? Barbara Wexler explains that the mining industry can be dangerous and harmful to lungs because workers are exposed to coal or radioactive substances like uranium. Wexler goes on to say, workers are exposed to chemicals such as arsenic, vinyl, chloride, mustard gas, and carcinogens. This results in a high risk to obtaining lung cancer. Wexler states, other forms of environmental pollution, for example, auto exhaust fumes, may also slightly increase the risk of lung cancer. Wexler explains that secondhand smoke should be avoided. What are the causes of lung cancer? Barbara Wexler continues to say, tobacco smoking is the #1 leading cause of lung cancer. 90% of all lung cancers can be prevented by avoiding smoking. How does air pollution cause lung cancer? Quick Fact states, in some cities, air pollution can slightly increase the risk of lung cancer. This risk is far less than that caused by smoking. What are the symptoms of lung cancer? Early symptoms include a cough that never goes away, chest pain, shortness of breath, persistent hoarseness, swelling of the neck and face, reoccurring lung infections, and bloody or brown-colored saliva. How is lung cancer diagnosed? Barbara Wexler explains that diagnosis starts with physical examination and initial tests. If cancer is suspected, a document will be written stating the patient's medical history, symptoms, and evaluate the risk factors. Physical examination follows with a chest x-ray to check for masses in the lungs. Imaging techniques such as PET scans, CT scans, or an MRI can provide more information about any tumors. To locate the tumor, diagnostic tests will be performed. A lung biopsy is usually performed and carried out in several different ways. A bronchoscopy views the lungs and takes samples of lung tissue using a bronchoscope that is inserted in the throat and into the lungs. During a needle biopsy, the location of the tumor is identified and the physician inserts a needle through the patient's chest wall and collects a sample of the lung tissue. During a surgical biopsy, the chest wall is opened and part of the tumor is removed for a sample. How is lung cancer treated? Barbara Wexler continues on the topic, explaining the common treatments for lung cancer. The patient's treatment options depend on the type of cancer, location, and the stage at the time of diagnosis. Wexler writes that some treatments include chemotherapy, radiation therapy, and surgery. Wexler explains that not all patients are candidates for the operation. There are 3 different surgical operations: a wedge resection, a lobectomy, and a pneumonectomy. Wexler further explains the different types of surgeries. A wedge resection removes a small part of the lung and is performed when the cancer is small and hasn't spread. A lobectomy removes one lobe of the lung and is performed when the cancer is limited to one part of the lung. A pneumonectomy removes an entire lung and is performed because the surgeon feels it is the best option for the patient. Wexler states, radiotherapy involves the use of high-energy rays to kill cancer cells. This therapy can be used to treat all cancers, but the amount depends on the size and location of the tumor. Wexler includes the side effects of tiredness, skin rashes, upset stomach, and diarrhea. Wexler states, chemotherapy uses anti-cancer medications that are either given intravenously or taken by mouth. These drugs enter the bloodstream and travel throughout the body, killing cancer cells that might have spread to different organs. This therapy is used on cancers that have spread and cannot be removed by surgery. Wexler goes on to say that chemotherapy is fitted for each patient's needs, but includes side effects such as nausea, vomiting, hair loss, anemia, weakness of the immune system, and infertility. Side effects usually end after treatment. Can diet affect the chances of getting lung cancer? Quick Facts goes on to say that the risk of getting lung cancer may increase in a low fruit and vegetable diet if one is around tobacco smoke. Quick Facts explains that there is growing evidence that fruits and vegetables may protect your lungs from cancer. How can lung cancer be prevented? Barbara Wexler reasons why the best way to prevent lung cancer is to never start smoking or to quit smoking once one has started. Wexler explains that precautions should be taken when around carcinogens like car exhaust fumes, harmful chemicals, and mining. DARE is a good start for children to be educated about the prevention of smoking and lung cancer. Being informed on the topic of lung cancer is very important. In the near future, I hope to see a gradual decrease in diagnoses. Lung cancer, along with millions of other diseases in the world, are life-threatening. Hopefully, there comes the day where the cure to cancer is found.